Hi guys, it's Mrs. Klace here with your video for 3rd through 5th grade. I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe. Today we are gonna do one of my favorite creatures on earth, dogs. So we're gonna do, and because they're so fantastic, I have elevated them to royalty for this project. So we have dogs that are gonna be wearing crowns, so you gotta love that. Royal Pooches, so to speak. So I'm going to show you 2 different dogs to draw, simple dogs to draw in this video. You can add your own touches, change it up, change the ears, change whatever. I'm just going to give you 2 basics. One is going to be a beagle, like kind of mixed sort of dog. I'll show you how to draw that. And then I'm going to show you how to draw a bulldog, both wearing crowns. And then you can do whatever you want with that. So the main thing we're going to start with though is I have some options of crowns that if you want to pause the video to, if these help you to draw a crown, great. You may be thinking, Mrs. Klace, I got this. I know what kind of crown I want to draw. So that's up to you. Okay, so we're going to start though. The reason I say that is because we're going to start with the crown. So up near the top portion of your paper, leaving some room for the details of your crown, you're going to start with a gently curved line so that the crown looks like it's fitted on your dog's head. Then if I'm doing one kind of like this, I'm gonna maybe give it a band, like where the crown rests on his head. You don't have to do that. And then I'm gonna just give it some details. So I'm just looking at the different crowns. I think I want my crown to come up on the side and come out with a little decoration. And I'm gonna keep it symmetrical. I'm gonna do that on both sides. Come out and down like that. Then you can do what you want, guys. Maybe you want to do some triangular shapes. I don't know. You can invent your own crown. You can use these. And maybe we're going to do what I did in this one and make like sort of a place for sort of like a fancy jewel. So I'm doing an oval on its side that's attached. And then I'm just going to give it another shape inside. So maybe I can make that like where my jewel part is. And then on this one, I kind of did a thing that looked a little bit like upside down heart or a flame on top. Again, have fun, create your own crown. After you have a crown, we're gonna start with the simple shape of this dog. This dog is really cute, but he's easy to draw too, which is awesome. So you're just gonna go down from the crown and do a big U shape, okay? Easy peasy. So once you have that, you're gonna basically have his head, and we're gonna give him an upside down triangle nose, and then 2 little lines for his mouth. You could add a tongue if you want. You don't have to. All that's up to you. Once you've got that, then you can start adding all the other details. So everybody, you know, in class, everybody always wants to know, can I do my own kind of eyes, Mrs. Klace? Do whatever kind of eyes make you happy. I thought these eyes were kind of cute. They're just simple circles. And then I gave them a little moon or crescent shape to make them look kind of a little more alive. But do the kind of eyes you want, guys. I'm also gonna add ears that come down, kind of floppy on both sides. Again, you could do your kind of ears. Once you do that, my friends, we're gonna see how he goes right off. It's like he's walking into the frame. He's walking into the paper. So I'm gonna do a line for his back that goes straight off like that, and another one that comes down in the front for his legs. Then I'm gonna add another line for his to split his legs. So he's got 2 legs there, not just one giant leg. 2 legs, and then a gently curved line that goes back for his belly. And then it's kind of up to you, my friends. I mean, of course, we have to have some adorable whiskers, but if you want to make him spotted, you could make him spotted. If you want to decorate him in another way, you can. If you want to do what I did here to kind of give him some colors for like a sort of a mask or different colors that could be done in different colors. Could you make your dog all different colors? Sure. Does it have to be dog color? No. All those are decisions that you're going to come up with, and you might decide, okay, I'm going to do some spots on mine. I don't know. These are all things that you guys can decide. And then give him some color for a background. Oh, last thing, how can I forget? Somebody would say this in class, I'm sure. Mrs. Klace, you forgot the tail. So I made the tail kind of peeking in there. See how it comes in at the top of the paper? So it's just like his tail's wagging and it's poking into the paper. Okay, dog number 1, get ready. We're gonna do dog number 2 in just a minute. Okay, so back again, dog number 2. So this one's a bulldog. So if you wanna do both, go for it. If you wanna choose one, go ahead, whatever you wanna do. But the same idea applies with starting with a crown, because I think that's the easiest place to start. So up top, let's draw a little bit different crown this time. I'm gonna still start with that gently curving line. And I'm gonna make that same kind of shape to sort of make a band on the crown. Okay, so an easy place to start. This one is just kind of a simpler crown, maybe what we think of as the classic crown, like with the points on top. I don't know, but you go ahead and decide what. Okay, so Mrs. Klace's is a little wonky. That's okay. You know what, if that happens to you, who cares? I mean, you can change it if you want, but wonky is okay too. So I'm putting little circles on the top for my jewels. And then in this one, I added some shapes inside the crown. You don't have to do that. You could decide to do another kind of decorating. But anyway, simple way to make a crown. Now for the bulldog, I started with a big round shape. Bulldogs have big faces. So don't make your curved shape down here small. So we're gonna give him a nice big face, okay? Then to do him, for his ears, we are gonna have to do a little bit of erasing to make his ears look like they're coming out of his head. So I kind of flopped him out like this. And then with your eraser, you can get rid of that line, because we know that the ears would be in front of his head, and we gotta get rid of that line. So that just gives us a little start for his ears. Then let's go to his face. So bulldogs have those big noses. So we're gonna start down here with a big oval turned on its side. And I put you know how they have the jowls that sort of hang down? So from that line, I'm gonna draw the jowls. So they just sort of come out, down, it's gonna go back up, and we're gonna do that on the other side. So you might be thinking, uh-oh, Mrs. Klace, you've got more erasing to do, and you are right, because we want the jowls to be on the front. And then notice this curved line that I made. Great place for my teeth, right? So a lot of times they have that like underbite situation with their little teeth sticking out. So you can decide how you want to give him teeth. That's up to you. And then how about some nice friendly eyes right here. And I'll just do them like the way I did the other eyes. Again, you do you with your eyes, how you want to do them. But that gives us a good bulldog face. Now for the body, pretty simple. You're going to come out from underneath his chin. We're going to do a smooth curved line that comes down and makes a foot, and then comes across like that. So we're giving him those big, sturdy feet, legs that bulldogs seem to have. And again, I'm going to come down and over. Now guys, I'm drawing on a whiteboard, so a lot of times, as you remember in the classroom, sometimes my drawings would be a little bit wonky, but that's okay. You can make changes if you need to, but this gives you the basic idea. Now we've got to get his legs that are in the back, right? Because we can see like he's sitting facing us, so we need those back legs. Those are going to curve up, come down, and disappear behind the foot. Same thing on this side. If you find that you're running out of room, you could make it run off the page if you wanted. Depends on the size of your bulldog. Now, I really made this guy super big. If you have space, I kind of put him on a little cushion. You can put your bulldog wherever you want. If you want to try to make a cushion, it would come out from behind. But if you did it like I did and he's really filling up the space, maybe you don't have room for that. Maybe you're going to put him on a throne. I don't know. You decide. And then last thing, I added lines to make his face a couple of different colors, because often they have that spot. You think of that classic spot around the eye. And I added some other simple shapes so I could color in different colors. I made my bulldog red and yellow and orange. Do whatever colors you want, my friends. That is totally up to you. He could be rainbow bulldog. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to pause things if you need to when you're drawing. If you're like, oh wow, she's really going fast, just pause it and go back. And I'd love to see some of them. I'm sure they're fantastic. Love you all. Miss you. Have a great week.